Hey guys, this is App Review. Today I have a screen shield install and review video. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to install the screen shield and show you the overall process, and then I'll come back in a couple of days and finish off the review of how I like the screen shield itself. So the reason I'm doing this is because in my bodyguards video, a lot of you were disappointed that I didn't show the actual installation of the product, so I really felt bad about that, so I just wanted to come at you with a installation / review. So here we have the SGP Ultra Optics microlens array anti-fingerprint, which is up to now I think one of the better screen shields out there in the market. I do use SGP, which is SGP, on my iPhone 4, and that's the only one I've used ever since I got introduced to them. So let's just open up the package and we'll see what it comes with. So let's pull everything out. Here we have it. So first thing you get is a nice thick squeegee, as you can see. You also get what is this? An authentication of your product, so you know that it's original SGP product. You get some dust removal stickers, which you'll use in case there's dust underneath the screen to lift up the screen shield and get rid of that. You get a microfiber cloth, and then you get 2 of the Ultra Optic screen shields. So these are a little bit different than regular anti-fingerprint. With that microlens array, what they do is they let more light in, so they let more clarity of the screen, so it won't really blur it up as much as normal. And the reason I know this is because I do have one of these installed on my iPhone 4, and with the Retina display, anti-fingerprint shields are just terrible because they blur it out and they distort the quality of it. So now we're going to install one on my Nexus S. First thing you want to do is get the included microfiber and just wipe off the screen. Make sure there's no dust and no fingerprints on it. Just go in a circular motion all around and just wait till it's all clean. So I think I did a pretty good job there. Next thing you want to do is get the screen shield itself. Let's pull this out. So this is a one-tap screen shield. Basically you'll pull it off and just apply it. So let's see how to do this. So here we have the screen protector itself. Let's try to line it up. Next thing, just squeegee out the bubbles. And there we go, guys. You saw how quick and easy that was. Basically took me less than a minute, so I just dropped it down. As you can see, I lined it up pretty well right at the top, so it does have cutouts for the speaker grill, for the camera, and for your light sensors. As you can see, pretty good job there. Have a little, no, that's not even a bubble, so pretty clear. Let's see how it looks on the screen. So it does actually look, just dim it a little bit, so it doesn't affect the quality, but actually rather the brightness of the screen, which is actually pretty nice. I'm a little surprised. So I'll come back in about a week or so, maybe a couple days less, and I'll tell you my full thoughts. Hey guys, so we're back. It's been about 5 days, so a little bit less than a week, but I think I've had enough time to play around with it and just give you my opinions on it. So, like I said, this is the SGP Ultra Optics anti-fingerprint, and this will retail for $15.99. So like you saw before, it does come with 2 screen shields. Now, here's the final result. Like I said, a couple things to point out. First of all, this is an anti-fingerprint screen shield, like I said, so if I were to rub my finger on it, you barely get any fingerprints, as you can see, which is just fantastic because this is one of the better anti-fingerprint screen shields. And I want to show you the one I have on my iPhone right here, which is the original anti-fingerprint. So this is not the Ultra Optics, and even though it does perform well at removing fingerprints, it does dull the display quite a bit. So, like I said, what the Ultra Optics does is it lets in more light, so it has more of the clarity and more of the crispness of the display. So it's a lot better than the old anti-fingerprints, and I'm pretty sure that's why SGP isn't selling their old anti-fingerprints, and now they're moving completely to Ultra Optics. So one thing to know is that these are cut a little bit shorter, as you can see, there is a little bit of gap up there and down here, just because that's where the screen curves the most, and these will actually bubble. As you can see right there, I do have some bubbling, but that's just because I landed up a little bit down, so not a big problem for me, but just something to know that it won't cover up the full screen because it is a static cling protector and it'll bubble because of those curved corners. But other than that, guys, it definitely does its job. It protects from scratches, it protects from fingerprints. The clarity is definitely pretty good. I'd say it's about 95% of the original screen. Now, the only major problem, it's just a little nitpick, but it's the fact that when you rub your finger across the screen, you do hear a little bit of a squeak. Let me see if you guys can hear this. And that's because the actual coating on the display just makes it so there's a little squeak when you rub your fingers up against it. It's nothing major. So like I said, guys, Steinhill Ultra Optics for the Nexus S, $15.99. Definitely recommend it, guys. This is the screen shield that I use on my iPhone, on my iPad, on my MacBook, and on my Nexus S now. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more of my content. Cheers.